What's up? What's up? It's the house family. We just clocking in just to let y'all know a little inside information about the birth story. We just became new parents to our handsome young man, Grayson Alexander Howes. And y'all, he light skin. I'm trying to tell y'all, he light skin. I'm chocolate. My wife is caramel, and we got a light skinned son.
I look
Yo, it's
dark on camera
crazy.
though.
It's crazy, y'all. But yeah, baby. Uh, let them know a little bit about what happened.
Okay, so let's see. Where should I start? I guess I'll start the day before I had them. I went to. Well, no. Let's start the week Monday. Okay, so Monday I was having like really bad contractions, or what I thought was contractions, I guess. And we went to triage, which is like right before they admit you into the hospital to have your baby. So we went to triage, and I got checked out, and we stayed there for what 30, 45 minutes on the monitor.
Yeah.
And that was my second time going to triage, but we went and they checked me. I was not dilated. He was not pushing on my cervix or anything, so I was stuck pretty much. My doctor told me that my contractions were basically false and that they weren't doing anything in my cervix. So they sent us home, but we kept all of our bags and stuff in the car, thank God. So that Wednesday, when I went to my appointment, again, they had me waiting for 2.5 hours before I seen somebody. So I'm sitting there, and y'all seen my pictures. I was taking selfies the whole time I was at my appointment. So I'm sitting there taking pictures, and the student doctor comes in, and she's like, "Oh, well, I see that your feet are still swollen. You're just gonna have to get used to it. Your feet are just gonna be swollen until the baby gets here." And she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just bring the doctor in so you can sign your paperwork. You can go home." So when the doctor came in, he just looked at me and was like, "Okay, didn't I just see you last week?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You look bigger this week than you did last week." And I'm thinking, am I not supposed to? Like, what does that mean? And he just asked me, he was like, "So are you ready to have the baby?" And I'm thinking, duh, I mean, I'm 38 weeks pregnant. Of course I'm ready to have the baby. But he was like, "Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and send you to labor and delivery." And I just looked at him like, "What do you mean you're going to send me to labor and delivery?" So he checked my cervix again. I still was not dilated. But he said I was having symptoms of preeclampsia, which was weird because my doctor before him had checked me and told me that I didn't have it pretty much. So I called Terrence, I called my mom, called my aunt, and we just got on the phone calling everybody, telling everybody it was basically time to have a baby. So I was mad.
And it was crazy too, cause she called me while I was at the post office. Like literally, I was checking out with a certified mail, and the guy was checking me out, and I get a phone call, and like, I was like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? And then I was loud in the post office, and the guy was like, "What? You having a baby?" And I was like, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm having a baby." So he sped up the process. So I got out the post office and had sped to the hospital. So I was excited. The first child for both of us.
Praise God.
Amen to that. Amen. Well, you can go ahead, baby. I just had to throw that in.
Sorry. So yeah, so he told me to call everybody, and I was mad because I don't know if y'all follow. Well, of course y'all follow me on Facebook if you're seeing this, but the whole time I was there, I was on Facebook talking about how I wanted my mac chicken because I was so hungry, and it had me sitting in there for hours.
She loves some mac chickens too,
I was craving mac chickens the whole time I was pregnant.
with extra mayonnaise
and
no
barbecue
lettuce.
sauce. So I was mad because I couldn't eat, and I know like when you go to labor and delivery, there's no more eating until your baby gets here. So they put me in a wheelchair and literally sped me like I was not in labor or anything, but you would think I was in like a car chase or something. She threw me in that wheelchair and we was gone. So we got to labor and delivery in like 2 seconds. And regional is a pretty big hospital. So I'm thinking again, I'm going to triage. So I called my mom and I'm like, Terrence is on his way up here. Y'all might as well just stay at home because only one person can come in your room when you're in triage. So I go in the room and she's like, okay, I need you to take your clothes off and, change into the gown. I'm like, okay, I did this Monday. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. And she was like, I'm going to go ahead and put your IV in. And I'm like, wait, what? She was like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and start your Pitocin and we're going to go ahead and induce you. So then I had to call my mom back, and I'm like, okay, this is real. Like, y'all can come on up. So, I don't know what happened after that.
Oh.
Okay, well, my blood pressure, I was having blood pressure issues, so they put me on magnesium. I had 3 bags of magnesium, and y'all, that was like, oh my gosh, that was the worst part of the whole process. Like, labor and delivery was nothing. It was the crap that they put in my arm that hurt the worst. Like, I still have a mark on my arm from the IV. Like, magnesium, it just felt like them putting fire in my veins. Like, it was horrible. And I stayed on magnesium until the day after I had them, I think.
Yeah, a little bit after you had them.
So yeah, it was bad. So after they gave me the magnesium, they had me to take a pill that would supposedly soften my cervix, which come to find out that didn't work. And my family knows I don't take medicine at all. I don't swallow pills, so they were laughing at me like, "How are you 22 years old and you can't swallow a pill?" But I made it work. It got down there eventually. So I took that, and then we just pretty much sat there all day long. They would come in and check me, and they would say everything was okay. I know at one point his heart rate dropped. I don't remember why exactly, but his heart rate dropped. And that was scary because I was kind of out of it. I was asleep, I think, then when that happened. And all of the doctors just came rushing in. That was a little weird.
Yeah, and it was real scary. Didn't know what was going on. It was right after they gave her the epidural, and then all of a sudden,
really, wow.
Yeah, all of a sudden his
I don't remember this.
her blood pressure, shot up and his heart rate dropped, and like 5-6 doctors run into the room at one time, and like just knowing that you can't help is nothing that you can do besides from pray. And it just hurt knowing that it wasn't nothing physical that I could do to help. So, but praise God, Grayson came out healthy and strong, and Kayla had a great pregnancy.
We ain't there yet.
A great birth.
Okay, so trying to think, what am I leaving out? Let's see. Okay, they gave me the pill. I got on my Pitocin. Yeah, they hooked me up to like all of these different monitors, and it was funny because one of my friends was there, and I kept like, she's a nursing student, so I was asking her all these questions about like my contractions because I could see like the little lines or whatever. I didn't know what that meant. So I'm sitting here looking at the lines on the paper, and she's like, "How are you sitting here laughing and talking, and you having these horrible contractions?" And I'm just like, "What are you talking about?" You shaking the camera. So I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So literally the whole time, I think the whole first day I was there, I was having crazy contractions and I could not feel a thing. Like, I was up laughing and joking with them. My mama had came in with Zaxby's. My aunt and Terrence was eating all kind of stuff, and I'm just sitting there looking like starving. But
it was good too. I had
my friend had brought him some country cafe,
some of that fish and shrimp. Oh my god!
And they had KFC. My mama had Zaxby's. My aunt, she just brought the whole refrigerator. She brought everything, and I couldn't even have water. Y'all know I love my Dr. Peppers, but them telling me I could not have water made me want water that much more. Like, I felt like a fish. I just wanted water. That's all I wanted. So, but eventually they did tell me that I could eat. So I got my mac chicken, but by the time I got it, it was not good. It just wasn't good. Okay, so then that night they put me on what was it? Something else they gave me. I don't know, some kind of medicine. And once they put that in, I could only, like, I know this is TMI, but I could only use the bedpan, and that didn't work. So I sat there for the 2 hours, could not get up. That was miserable. But they kept that medicine in for 12 hours. Or could I not get up for 12 hours? I don't know, something like that. So
Yeah, you couldn't pee for.
yeah. So the medicine that I was on, I couldn't get up. And then when I did get up, I was attached to so many different monitors and all of that stuff that I had to kind of hop to the bathroom, which was funny because this one over here, when I would have to go to the bathroom every hour at night, he would not even wake up. Like he didn't even know I got out of bed. But at the hospital, he would have to get up and like unhook the 3 monitors that I was on, and then wait for me to get out the bathroom, and then help me back to the bed, then hook the monitors back up. And he was like, "Did you really use the bathroom this much at home?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just didn't have the monitors." So after that, they finally took that out after 12 hours. This was the next day by then. And my contractions kept coming. I guess that kind of did work a little bit. And I kind of started to feel them, but I didn't want to get the epidural until I was, I think I said 7 centimeters, just because I didn't want it to wear off, because I had heard so many horror stories about it wearing off. So my mama kept telling me, she was getting mad at this point, kept telling me that I needed some medicine, but I didn't want it. So then my contractions started coming, and I could actually feel them, which, I mean, people made it worse than what it actually was. It was not that bad. I'm not gonna say that it didn't hurt, and I'm not gonna say I'm trying to go back tomorrow. So by this time I was feeling my contractions, and they wasn't as bad as people made them seem, but I could feel them. But my problem was, like, normally your contractions go up and then they come all the way down, then you have time to breathe, and then they do it again. Mine was not coming down. Mine was just like it would go up and then it stay up like the whole time. So I didn't have time to breathe. So they put an oxygen mask on me, and they kind of put me to sleep. And then eventually I ended up getting morphine, which I didn't want, but I ended up getting it. So by this time I had the IV fluids, I had morphine, and I had the magnesium all at the same time. So my morphine put me to sleep, and then it kind of wore off. So I woke up again having worse contractions. Okay, so when it was time for me to get my epidural, it really didn't hurt, but the man that did it was like, his hands were really heavy, so it kind of hurt when he was like tapping on my back or whatever. But the actual shot didn't hurt. So I got the epidural and I went to sleep for a little while. I woke up and for some reason it wore off. I don't know why. So they came in and gave me a second dose of the epidural, and it wore off again. But by this time, the second time they gave it to me, they checked me and I was like 4 centimeters. My doctor had told me that it would be at least another 8 hours before he came, and this was at like 8:35 maybe. Yeah, somewhere between 8:35 8:40. And it's a Thursday night now. And so he walks out. They gave me the epidural the second time, and I tried to go to sleep. This time I noticed my legs were not as numb as the first time. So then I went to sleep. I woke up and I was having contractions again, and I'm like, well, why I keep having these contractions and I'm not supposed to be feeling them? So epidural wore off again. I couldn't get it again. So Terrence went out to get the doctor because they were taking forever to come back in. And by the time he went out, I just remember saying, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, I just felt like I was gonna have the worst bowel movement ever. So I kept telling my mama I gotta push. So by this time my mama freaking out, and she goes and gets the doctors, and they come back in and they check me, and like his head was right there. Like, it was time to go. So I didn't have no morphine, no epidural, no nothing. By the time I started pushing at like 8:50, about 8:50, he was here at 9:10. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I had no medicine, no nothing. All I know is when he came out, my leg dropped, Terrence left. That's pretty much it.
And I seen everything, man.
And he did not faint, and he did not cry. I was so proud.
I'm a soldier. I mean, it was intriguing, so I couldn't look away. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. It was like my head was stuck just watching. But y'all, this the moment you've been waiting for. We want to just show our little man Grayson. No, he's knocked out, but hey,
he might wake up for y'all.
Let's see, y'all see him?
I doubt it.
See Grayson?
He's like, no, I'm not gonna wake up for him.
But yeah, man, it's the feeling is priceless. I mean, it can't describe it how it feels to be parents of like a beautiful child. and a responsibility just to carry throughout our whole lives, like a love that's unconditional, like not having to earn anything. I mean, when he was in the womb, the love was real, but seeing him come out and holding him for the first time, the love grew even stronger. And I just love this man, and our family is just, you know, it's beautiful. The three of us, hopefully, we have another one soon,
Not
but
too soon.
not too
Not too
soon. But
soon.
we're gonna let Grayson grow up and have his time to get spoiled. Y'all see that? You seen that arm move? But yeah, I just want to let y'all know the birth story, and if you
You can get more details on my blog. I'll list that below too. If you want a little bit more details, we try not to make this video too long because it was a lot of stuff that happened. So
yeah, lifestyleofaqueen.com. It's a blog, and yeah, if you engage or you dating or you married, like God honors a marriage and He honors a faithful family. So if you engage, don't wait till your finances is completely correct to get married. Get married. You know, as long as it in the Lord's will and you both love each other and put God first, nothing can break the foundation of Christ. So, again, with the House family, I'm Terrence.
y'all know who I am.
And this is Grayson. And we out.
Bye-bye.
Salute.
Where you go, I'll go.